Welcome everyone. Here's our agenda. We'll talk about 5 pool and spa problems that every agent should fear, common issues to avoid. We'll have a question and answer time after that, and then finally we'll present you with a promo code for joining the webinar today that you can use when booking your next inspection, and Martin will cover the details of that. Our number 5 topic, creating the right chemistry. Proper chemistry in a pool and spa is certainly important. Many homeowners have a pool maintenance person that they employ, and some do it themselves. It's a simple task, but one that must be performed regularly. As the pool ages, we can tell how the water chemistry or the chemicals have been maintained, and there's certainly visible clues that we can key into. The evidence of improper chemistry is usually seen by stains or spots or some kind of discoloration in the plaster surface. Improper water chemistry can cause the plaster to become loose and peel. In pools where a vinyl liner or fiberglass is present, it'll also wear that surface out too. Calcium buildup on the plaster is an indicator of poor water chemistry. Calcium usually looks like white patches or lines in the plaster, and once a buildup of calcium occurs, it usually cannot be removed, and the pool then needs to be resurfaced, which can cost thousands of dollars. You can see that process being undertaken there in the photo. When showing a house to your clients with a pool or spa, you can look out and right away see that a clean, bright pool will certainly help this home sell. Topic number 4, child safety. Obviously, we need to protect our children from hazards like pools and spas where an open body of water is present. Well, let's discuss a couple different ways to do this. Nets are one way to protect our children. They're very strong. They can support the weight of several adults at one time. They're usually anchored to the deck and then easily removed for use at the pool or spa. And the nets are probably the best aesthetic option for viewing the pool and spa. Barriers and fencing are a popular option too, although they must meet strict requirements for installation. Height requirements are built into the standards. Doors must be spring-loaded. They must open outward, and they also must latch tightly shut as well. They too are easily removed when using the pool and spa areas. Door alarms and child-proof locks on any door of the house and garage can also be a safeguard that are easily installed. Look for these when showing a house. You can see those at the tops of doorways usually. Any access to the pool and spa area, whether it be a door from the house or the garage or even a side yard gate, these all have stringent standards when there's a body of water present on the property that must be followed. In the picture, the spring there is a common device that you'll see that's typically used on some doors and most of these side yard gates. Topic number 3, structural water damage. Structural water damage can take a couple different shapes. First we'll talk about the areas that you walk on, the decking and the coping. Most of the time these are made up of concrete and brick. They can show heaving or lifting upward. The heaving will allow separations or gaps to occur where water can enter into and behind these materials, and this will cause further damage around the pool and the spa areas. The causes of the heaving are usually attributed to nearby landscaping like invasive tree roots or poor soil conditions below the deck. And eventually these openings will allow water to get in behind the materials and underneath, which will also damage the pool and spa shell. Cracks in the pool and spa walls are another form where structural damage can exist. Leaking here is the real issue. We don't want water to be able to escape the shell of the pool or the spa. Sometimes damage or cracks will occur at the wall between the attached spa and pool. Age has a lot to do with some of these conditions, but temperature fluctuations in the water also contributes to weakening of the materials, and that's when cracks will usually develop. Not all cracks are catastrophic though. They can be superficial, just affecting the outer plaster surface. But they can also go all the way through and allowing leakage, so when this happens, we recommend that a pool contractor be consulted to determine which appropriate repairs are necessary. Topic number 2, poor equipment maintenance. There's a few major components of pool and spa equipment, mainly filters, heaters, and pumps. The equipment often gets neglected. It sits outside year after year and gets beat up by the sun and the rain and snow, and gets overtaken by vegetation sometimes, and critters like to make shelters out of it. Our first major component, filters, they are definitely key in helping keep the water clean in the pool and spa. They need to be serviced at least once a year, depending on the amount of use of the pool and spa. Heaters are left to rust and corrode away. Many times the pool man does not clean or service the heater, so debris collects and moisture builds up inside, and that typically can cause malfunction or cause the unit to altogether stop working. Pumps do a lot of the work for these systems. They're often found to have leaks existing. They do need to be repaired regularly to maintain the proper water pressure in the system. Most times a simple rubber O-ring is in need of repair or replacement, and those are inexpensive ways to keep the pump in good working order. An electrical connection should also be checked every year too. With the combination of water and electricity in close proximity, it's important that the electrical be looked at and repaired just for safety reasons. And lastly, if you're in a part of the country where pools are not used year-round, you'll want to consider covering the pool and spa. If a pool and spa is not covered in the off-season, debris can build up and water chemistry can get thrown off, and that can be an overwhelming task to clean it up when it comes time to use it again in the spring. This can lead to a host of problems. Algae can be real difficult and time-consuming to clean, not to mention it being an unsightly view for any potential buyer. So if you're selling a home, make the pool as clean and clear as possible so the potential buyers can see how well kept it is. Anyone that owns a pool or spa knows it takes a bit of work to maintain. If the pool's maintained well, then chances are other parts of the home are kept up as well, so it leads to an overall better impression for any buyer. And topic number 1, communicating the information. An inspector should communicate all facets of the condition of the pool and spa to the buyer, as well as the ability for a homeowner to make the pool and spa a safe place to enjoy. Obviously, a pool and spa are an added value when purchasing the home, and this will be a gathering place for many friends and family over the years. Cooling off in the pool and relaxing in the spa are experiences not every homeowner gets to enjoy, and will help you educate your buyers and sellers with the home, as well as their pool and spa systems, by answering any questions they may have during or post-inspection.